We interrupt our regular programming for a special news report from NBS Now News. Now here reporting from our newsroom in New York, correspondent John Cam McCaffrey. We're following an incredible story for you at Fort Hood, Texas, where there has been a tragic shooting at the American military base.
Gotcha.
And those were new images in from the Department of Defense in the moments after the shooting first happened at a processing center. We're also just getting new information in on the shooting suspect, Nadal Hassan, who we're now finding out was a registered medical practitioner. I want to get this language specifically right. We also apparently have a photo of him from the Center for the Study of Traumatic Stress. There it is. He is a fellow of disaster and preventive psychiatry at the Department of Psychiatry, we're being told. Also, according to a source, he is around 40 years old. That is all the information we have about the shooting suspect at the time, but we're also being told that he was among the 12 people killed. No indication at this time as to whether or not he was shot or he shot himself. And as we are trying to piece together the information that we're getting in from Fort Hood, President Obama earlier this evening, we brought it to you live as it was happening, commented on the shooting, saying it is difficult enough when the U.S. loses a soldier overseas, but it's horrifying when it happens at home.
As some of you might have heard, there has been a tragic shooting at the Fort Hood Army base in Texas. We don't yet know all the details at this moment. We will share them as we get them. What we do know is that a number of American soldiers have been killed, and even more have been wounded in a horrific outburst of violence. My immediate thoughts and prayers are with the wounded and with the families of the fallen and with those who live and serve at Fort Hood. These are men and women who have made the selfless and courageous decision to risk and at times give their lives to protect the rest of us on a daily basis. It's difficult enough when we lose these brave Americans in battles overseas. It is horrifying that they should come under fire at an Army base on American soil. I've spoken to Secretary Gates, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Admiral Mike Mullen, and I will continue to receive a constant stream of updates as new information comes in. We are working with the Pentagon, the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, all to ensure that Fort Hood is secure, and we will continue to support the community with the full resources of the federal government. In the meantime, I would ask all Americans to keep the men and women of Fort Hood in your thoughts and prayers. We will make sure that we get answers to every single question about this horrible incident, and I want all of you to know that as Commander-in-Chief, there's no greater honor, but also no greater responsibility for me than to make sure that the extraordinary men and women in uniform are properly cared for, and that their safety and security when they are at home is provided for. So we are going to stay on this, but I hope in the meantime that all of you recognize the scope of this tragedy and keep everybody in their thoughts and prayers.
We'll be staying with this breaking story all night. This is John K.M. McCaffrey for www.mbsnow.com news.